live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and pitching here today, Max Fried.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And this one is off and running. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Gets to it, on to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Here's Trevor Larnach. Fried, in his 7th season, 31 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Buxton on at first. Nobody out. Swings through that.
No ball. 2 strike.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fried out of the stretch, fires. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
This is Willie Castro, the switch hitter batting right. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 down.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Maximus notches the K. Matt Wallner digs in now. Here's a chopper to short. Volpe. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Here's Carlos Correa. There's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Squirts away a little bit. Pick to second, and it's thrown into center. And there's a foul ball. Inside, almost got him.
Two balls, 2 strike.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Wells down to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back at Yankee Stadium. And starting this one, Bailey Ober. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-1. Here comes Aaron Judge. Judge spoils that one. Judge waits.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Swung on, belted. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Here's Cody Bellinger. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Drilled in the air. Puts it away for the out. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Inside, just missed. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here in New York, top of the second. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Max Fried will go to work. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first. Yeah. 1 out in the second. Down the third baseman, Brooks Lee. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now Bader up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Breaking ball misses down and away. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
That's outside, and it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
In the air, center field. Buxton makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So 2 balls and no strikes. That one ripped. Bader racing after it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 1 out, bases empty. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Late swing, foul to the left. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swings over the top of that one.
0-1.
Slowly on the ground to short. Correa. To first.
Yep.
That's
He's
the
out.
inning. Back now in the Bronx. New inning getting started. Here's Byron Buxton. Freed back to work. That misses
ball,
the
no
zone.
strike.
Ball 1. That's back. And it's gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 3-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Trevor Larnach, the next twin up to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial
ball,
offering.
1 strike.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Can't make contact with the
No ball,
sweeper.
2 strike.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So digging in, Willie Castro. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. And it gets by him. Still slings it to second, and he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway, towing the slab in today's game, David Festa.
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on 1. But, you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
And that just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Right-hander kick steals. Line drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. He's got it. 1 away. Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. On the ground to first, France. And Olson is set down. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit.
And this is a big opportunity. For him to pick up his teammate right here.
Cut on and lifted in the air. It gets down a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And that squirts through. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And there's a ball.
1 strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. The throw in, but it's offline. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Baldwin at third. Albies on at second with 2 down.
1-1.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Play it home. He's safe. And they're up by 3. Ripped to right. Walner pulls that one down, and that'll do it. Here's Byron Buxton. Buxton, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Swings and misses at the breaking ball to dirt.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. This is Willie Castro. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Second inning set to go. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, but he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. Fly ball to right. Wallner makes the grab, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In the dirt, blocked.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that
1 ball,
much
2
in a
strikes
0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Runner on the go.
2 balls,
Pitch
2
misses in.
strikes.
Saved at second, and that was not close. Next pitch misses. 3-2 now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Austin Riley at the plate. Rips that one center field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here is Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1. That one lifted to left. Bader makes the catch. And we head to the bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now Correa up to hit. And a swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's out easily. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Baldwin gathers, throws to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. That one
Ball
missed.
one.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him, Drake Baldwin. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Nobody out, runner at first. Not
1-1.
close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. That misses.
That's in. Ball
and
2.
the count is even, 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Bader snags it, and there's 1 down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Fought off foul. Next offering is fouled back. Up and
Nope, that's a
in.
ball.
1-2 the count. Ozuna at first, 1 gone. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. In the air to left center. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. So a man aboard, Alex Verdugo. Next up for the Braves, he's 0 for 1. On the ground right side. Not in time.
No, he's in there.
safe.
Safe.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second.
Nope.
Just missed. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Can't get there. Base hit. The throw in.
No, he beat it.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now a chance for Nick Allen. And set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Strider back to work. Slider right there.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Baldwin down to first with it. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
When you throw a fastball by a
0-2
guy
the
like
count.
that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
So here's Bader now. A little out front
0-1's
there
the
as he
count.
swings through it. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Man, he was
0-2.
really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Went down on strikes his first time through. Late with the swing there.
Well, baseball is coming out of his
0-1.
hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good right at the top of the zone. Hitters have
No
to
balls,
respect
2
that.
strikes.
Very difficult pitch to hit.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Strider deals. Way
2-2 the
outside.
count.
And the count's even at 2.
We got
Just
full
missed.
count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the
3.
pitch.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. All right, Siggy,
0-1's the
trivia
count.
time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Acuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Wide throw, and it gets away. And they get him.
Got him. That's
So
an
a
out.
mess defensively there, but it turns into a double play. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Both 2 in. This one.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics
0-1.
like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Corrals it. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland. Bottom 4. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach.
Nope.
Well, these
outside.
Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time.
Dives. What a play. So up next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
No, he's safe.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
There's a swing and a miss.
Generally,
No ball,
second,
2
third
strikes.
time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9. Correa at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1's the count.
Pitch
0-1.
misses there, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball
Just
2.
missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
can't glove it cleanly. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. We go to the top of the 5th. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
So, but after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they add on. It's 5-zip. The batter now. Live from Dodger Stadium, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Joe Ryan. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
All right, ready to get underway. Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. Not even close there. And we're underway. Ah, that hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And the batter now, James Wood. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The run comes across and the Nats score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Brings it in. 1 down. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And the slider just misses. Next offering is in for a strike. Wood leads off first with 1 away.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count. And
runner on the go. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton makes the catch for the out. 2 down. And now it's Luis Garcia. inside. And that's ball one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
Oh.
Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2-0.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bader makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the first. Here's Byron Buxton. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed
No ball.
there.
2 strike.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Ruiz collects, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes
No
you just
ball.
got to let
1
the
strike.
game come to you.
That missed
1
by a
ball.
lot.
1 strike.
1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Willie Castro now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. On the ground right side. 4, 6.
Yeah, on the
But
tag.
no
He's
throw
out.
to first as he'll hold on to it.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Inside and
They
hit
got
him.
it. First base.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Swing and a ground ball. Garcia throws to first in time. And Correa retired. And that will end the inning. And now up for Washington, Brady House. Ryan back to work. Outside. And that's ball 1. Ryan, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. This one in the air right field. Wallner calls it in, and there's 1 away. And here is Dalen Lyle. Hit on the ground to short. Correa swings to first. That's it out. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And a strike on the outside edge. On the ground right side. And that one handled over to first. That's out number 3. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd. Now it's going to be Ty France. Swinging a foul straight back. One out, base is empty. Next offering down in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away. Brooks Lee at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Smoked on the ground to second. Castro sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. James Wood the next to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Oh.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field, way back there. Get out of town. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Keibert Ruiz. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And now Bader up to the plate. Late on that fastball.
Well, these Twins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Fly ball down the line. Takes it in for the out. Here's Trevor Larnach. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Wood makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Luis Garcia getting ready to hit a single his first time. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Bader makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Josh Bell at the plate now. Fly to left his first time.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Very high with that one. Ball 3. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Trying to move him over here. Tags the runner to second, but way too late. Safe there. Jalen Lyle will hit next. Hit on the ground to the right side. Makes the sliding stop. And that's a great play for the out. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Makes the grab, 1 away. And here comes Carlos Correa.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Over to low. And that quickly, 2 away. And now the Twins catcher, Brian Jeffers. Not close with that one. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Twins go 1-2-3. And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. Ryan back to work. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. For C.J. Abrams now. He's 0 for 1. That clips the corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Misses,
that's a ball.
and now 3-2.
Count's full.
And they'll do it again. That's towards center. Buxton moving under this one. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Wood, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. And that misses. And 1-1. Ripped on a line, and that'll do it. Now here is Ty France. Struck out swinging his first time. Strike 1.
Now tried to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. The pitch. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Harrison Bader now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
1-0.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Popped up. Correa sizing this one up. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And there's one away. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. The other way. Tosses to first.
Yep,
Two
out.
quick outs to open the top of the sixth. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
And the throw's offline, safe at third. To the plate,
He's in there.
And they lead by 3.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top half of
1
the
ball,
sixth.
1 strike.
Pitch misses. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball. And the
2 balls,
bottom just
2 strikes.
falls out of it.
Just misses with that one.
3 balls, 2 strike.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. France under it, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, these Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Trevor Larnach, the next to hit. 1 for 2. And a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to Lowe. Play is made. 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 outs. That one hammered center field. Young makes the grab. And now the right fielder, Dalen Lyle. On the mound now for the Twins, Danny Coulombe.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Right side, France. And he takes it himself for the out. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And it's fouled away. Coulombe, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
So up next, C.J. Abrams.
He beats himself, somehow can't find it.
That one ripped right center field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. In there safely.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Out to short, Correa. Whips it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Young under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Carlos Correa. Has grounded out a couple of times. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
That one is downstairs, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ty France getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground ball left side. House. And they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He's already homered in this game. Coulombe back to work. Coulombe measures 5 feet 10 inches. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Outside corner, there's a strike. Up and in, and it's 2-2. And that one hammered. Buxton ranges back. Out of here! And they add a run. It's 4-0. Now here is Keibert Ruiz. A swing. And a miss as he